What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Madden 20 franchise online gameplay. We are here in beautiful Miami with our Washington Redskins for the season opener, week 1 of the new campaign. We are matched up here with the Miami Dolphins, and our Redskins are coming off of a amazing, pretty remarkable season last year. NFC East division champions, made it all the way to the NFC conference game where we unfortunately lost to the Minnesota Vikings, who ended up being the Super Bowl champions. Um, but this year is going to be something special. I feel it. This year right here is Super Bowl or bust. Super Bowl or nothing. This team has the talent. They added more to their defense in the offseason. Made a few changes. If you didn't pay attention, if you didn't see the last video, I went over some of the, well, not some of them. I went over all of the offseason changes that we made with this team. We ended up trading away our starting left tackle Trent Williams and drafting a new left guard, moved Tyler Baidez to left tackle for our team. And here you see a 2nd and 9, taking a shot deep for a rookie tight end, Stogner. We ended up drafting him. We ended up letting Kobe Packinson walk. He actually, I don't know if I mentioned, we had 9 Pro Bowlers last season. Packinson was one of those Pro Bowlers that we ended up letting walk. Just no reason in general, just didn't really like him. But anyways, as I mentioned, Tyler Baidez, we moved him to left tackle, and he ends up making us pay right here with his first penalty of the year, a holding after we had already picked up the first down. 3rd and 19, we ended up finding Emmanuel Hall across the middle, and he ends up picking up a decent amount of yards, just not enough for the first down, and we end up settling for a field goal on our first drive of offense in the new campaign. So not exactly what I was aiming for, because I mean we were down inside the 10-yard line after Terry McLaurin's catch, and just Baidez just set things back for us there. So anyways, but now we're on defense, and like I've said numerous times, the defense is the strength of this team right here. Starting with that man Bobby Wagner right here. I cannot believe that I almost did not sign him back next year or for this year. I'm stupid. I'm glad that I ended up coming to my own senses and ended up giving that man a contract, because he is more than deserving of a contract for this team. We've also ended up adding Stephon Gilmore to the squad. So the defense is looking mighty good, I should say. Anyways, back here on offense, 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Try to get things going. Hopefully there's no penalties to set things back. We end up running the ball with Darius Geis off the edge. He ends up picking up a nice little gain of 8 yards. Looking to scramble with Andrew Luck, buys some time, and finds Emmanuel Hall across the middle for a huge gain on 2nd and short. 1st and 10 from the 37. Andrew Luck looking for his man Emmanuel Hall again, and he connects with him. Andrew Luck to Emmanuel Hall will be a connection that I feel like I will be saying a lot this season. I feel like I really will be saying that a lot. I'm still going to be trying to develop Terry McLaurin, because I want to have Terry McLaurin. I want to get Terry McLaurin up to at least superstar. I don't need him to X Factor. I just don't really need it. I already have 3 X Factors technically on my offense with T.Y. Hilton, Emmanuel Hall, and Andrew Luck. So just getting him some abilities, just to give him a little bit more of an edge, is always welcome. But anyways, we're here on defense again. Stephon Gilmore getting his first tackle of the new campaign. Matched up here against the Miami Dolphins. My pregame scouting of them, I didn't really see too much that would really stand out on their team. They have some decent receivers, but it's not like when I was going up against the Minnesota Vikings where I'm just like, all right, you know what, they got so much speed, there's no way in heck that I can match up with them man to man. So I'm feeling confident with my team, or the way my team matched up. I feel like basically any coverage, any formation is basically on the board. There's nothing that's off the board against these Miami Dolphins. Oh my gosh. Weathers, you might want to go back and watch some tape. You don't want to play with Bobby Wagner when he's running towards you. You got lucky there. Don't count on that happening too often. What happened here? Oh, holding. Okay, I was about to say I don't remember that touchdown happening. Luckily, we end up getting bailed out on that one. He gets a call for holding. We'll gladly accept that. And Weathers again, and just can't find anybody open. Ends up taking a sack from Jonathan Allen, I believe that was. Hands the ball off to Hubbard. He ends up getting it down to the 9-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line. Looks like they're going to pass. Weathers is extending. Oh, Stefan! Stefan! That's a pick. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Stephon Gilmore right there was in what do you call it? He was in a deep blue. That was in his zone. I don't understand why he didn't make a play on the ball, but it's all right. It's still early in the season. We still have to figure out best coverage to put Stephon Gilmore in to really use him to our advantage. If you paid attention to any of the videos on the channel, you would know that when I had my Titans franchise going, I had Stephon Gilmore as my corner. He's pretty damn good. Even though he's older, he still has his speed. Stephon Gilmore still has his 93 speed, so be on the lookout there. 1st and 10, we're looking to take another deep shot to Emmanuel Hall. Man, getting Emmanuel Hall's X Factor going, which is double me if you didn't know, it is ridiculous. Like, did you see the catches that he was making in the Minnesota Vikings game? And speaking of amazing, look at Darius Geis throwing off 2 defenders and getting it all the way down to the 1. I really wish he could have finished that one off. That would have been an amazing highlight for him. But anyways, we're going to get him his touch. Okay, we're not going to get his touchdown on 1st down, but we're definitely going to get his touchdown right here on 2nd down. I'm going to hand it off to Darius Geis up the middle, untouched into the end zone from 1 yard out. Touchdown, Darius Geis. And Redskins are now up 17-7 on these Miami Dolphins. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm definitely going to be trying to get Emmanuel Hall's X Factor going a lot more on the offense. But at the same time, I have to make sure I'm getting Terry McLaurin his touches and trying to get I need a scenario to break out for Terry McLaurin. I think this is his 4th year now as a pro, so it's definitely going to be something new there. Speaking of something new, Lars Woodby, his actual position for us last season, he was listed as a strong safety. Now we played him at free safety because when we had Troy Ackley technically was our starting free safety. But I felt like it makes no sense for me to have Troy Ackley and Monte Nicholson back there when I got Lars Woodby. So in the depth chart, I just moved Lars to free safety, and his X factor was enforcer then. But since I've now moved him to free safety, his X factor changed to momentum shift. He still has secure tackle. Oh wait, no, he does. Yeah, he still has. No, he doesn't have secure tackle. I think he has pick specialist as a superstar ability, and he has strip specialist. And his X factor is actually momentum shift. So be on the lookout for Lars Woodby. If you don't know about momentum shift, you get that activated by hit sticks, and that's all that man did last season. So definitely excited about the defense in that aspect. Here we are on 2nd and inches, trying to get Terry McLaurin his touches, getting him involved. Best way I can get Terry McLaurin involved, or the best way to use him, I found on my offense, is those jet sweeps and slant routes, because he has 94 speed and his acceleration and agility is pretty damn good. He's a great user there. Clock winding down here in the first half. 6 seconds left. We're on 3rd and 4. We want to go ahead and take our field goal and go up 20-7 into the second half. And things are moving pretty good for our offense. Our defense, after that first touchdown that the Miami Dolphins ended up having, they've pretty much locked them up here. You see Bobby Wagner limiting them to 1 yard on the run. Second and 9. He ends up finding Cole Holcomb across the middle. Cole Holcomb's going to dance his way on into the end zone and just keep on adding to the score. Madden wanted me to go for 2 in that situation and kind of make it an even 21-point lead. But I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and kick my field goal, make it a 20-point lead, and just go about my business. There's no need for me to go for 2. Honestly, I didn't feel comfortable going for 2 there. This guy right here that I'm using right now, Uchi, I don't even know how to say his name. he's probably going to be getting a little bit more playing time than he did last year. Last season, he didn't get any at all. I really just mainly use him for blowing up blockers on kick returns. Oh, Lars Woodby. Pick 6. This is not the way that the Miami Dolphins envision starting off the second half. Two passes, two pick six, two passes, two pick sixes, and the lead's blowing up to 34-7. Don't ask me to do the math there on the fly while I'm doing commentary because I can't do it. I'm not even gonna try it. I'm not even gonna attempt it. Anyways, the only unfortunate thing about that is if this was last season, now Lars Woodby's X Factor would be lit up. But since it's not, and his X Factor's changed, that's not going to do it. It doesn't do anything for him. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, Uchi, whatever his name is. He's definitely going to be getting a lot more playtime on this team. I normally just use him to blow up the blockers. Ooh, almost had a second pick. I just normally use him to blow up blockers on kick returns. If you just pay attention to wherever my user is, I literally just come down and just stick the crap out of whoever it is that's about to block and just knock them down, and makes it easier for everybody else to make the tackle. But only reason that he got into the game was because Cole Holcomb had that pick 6, and I saw that he was tired. I didn't have time for him to regenerate his stamina, so I just put Uchi in, and he's pretty decent. I already know he has the strength to knock the ball loose if I time up that hit stick properly. But his coverage is pretty damn good too. And speaking of coverage, Raekwon McMillan with the one-handed interception off of a terrible decision by Andrew Luck. I should have never thrown that ball. Speaking of the ball, that ball should have been knocked loose right there off of that hit stick from Bobby Weathers, and the ball should have been knocked loose again there by Cole Holcomb. I feel like if that was Uchi there, Uchi would have knocked that ball loose. Good God, what has gotten into this team, man? Three plays, and all 3 of them are huge hits. But unfortunately, Madden's not going to repay us for our perfectly timed hit sticks and pop the ball loose, which I think it really should have. And it's not going to give us the interception. I'm not too mad about the interception because, as you've seen, when I clicked on, I wasn't thinking pick. I was thinking knock the hell out of whoever's about to touch the ball, because those last 3 plays were just been killer. Ooh, killer ankles from Terry McLaurin finding his way into the end zone. But yeah, they were just killer hits. This team, man, I don't know what else to say. They're amazing out here. We can do a little bit of everything. The only thing I'm worried about is, so week 1 we had the Dolphins. Week 2 we play the Cowboys. The only thing I'm worried about with the Cowboys is not their offense, not their secondary, not their receivers. It's their damn defensive line. Like I saw, it goes back to the last video. You got to pay attention to the series. The Cowboys have 2 X Factor defensive ends who last year they both went 1 and 2 and leading the league in sacks. So me making the change at left tackle with Trent Williams doesn't help me at all. It really hurts me, actually. Especially, well, it hurts me against that team because blocking them, you can't. If I go and block one of them, the other's just coming free. I literally have to block maybe 6 to 7 every play just to get 4 seconds to throw the ball. Just drop back and be able to scan the field. Anyways, back to the game. 4th and inches, down 41-7. Why not go for it? And we might have gotten away with a little bit of a pass interference there. They didn't throw the flag. I'm not going to say it. What do you want me to do? You want me to just give them the ball back? No, I want to get out of this game with the win. And I like the fact that in our season opener, the defense held the opposing offense to only 1 touchdown. So I'm going to keep that going as long as possible. Honestly, I'm not looking to score points right here. I'm just trying to milk as much clock as possible. You see I have 2 clock on. Really just running the ball any chance I get. If I'm forced to throw the ball, I'm going to throw it, but 9 times out of 10, I'm going to run the ball and just continue to let the clock bleed. Just keep letting it bleed. Here on 3rd and 2, end up dropping back the pass. If I would have waited a little bit, I would have had my guy, Emmanuel Hall across the middle. But I try to give the rookie, is he a rookie? I don't even know if he's a rookie. Wilder, don't even know his first name. I think he's a rookie. He might be he might have been on the team last year. I just didn't use him. Try to give him a shot. I thought he was going to be able to get clear, but he didn't. Anyway, 2nd and 11 after our field goal for the Dolphins. Ends up complete one across the middle. Takes a shot from Bobby Wagner, but holds on to it. 20 seconds left now. The Dolphins aren't in any hurry. They're not trying to get any more points. They're just basically trying to get out of this game. And that's what they do at this point. And our Washington Redskins are going to start off the season with a victory, going into week 2 with a record of 1-0. Next game is going to be matched up against the Dallas Cowboys. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that game is a home game for us. So go ahead, drop a like for that. Leave a comment if you're excited about the new this series. Excited to see if our Redskins can make it to the Super Bowl. But yeah, till the next time, in the next video, I will see you guys later.
They roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener, and they will head back.